There are moments in history when a single beam of light changes the destiny of a nation. Today, let us travel back to a time when India was not free, when laboratories were modest, when resources were limited, but dreams were limitless. This is not just the story of a scientist. It is the story of courage, curiosity, and quiet revolution. This is the story of Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman and Bengal. Years before his great discovery, a young Raman stood on the deck of a ship, gazing at the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea. The textbooks said, "The sea is blue because it reflects the sky." But something inside him refused to accept that simple answer. A true scientist does not just read. He questions. He questions a number of times. That very question, simple, innocent, persistent, followed him back to India and of course back to Calcutta. In colonial Calcutta, inside the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, stood a laboratory where there is no improved luxuries, no advanced machines, only very basic instruments, but the burning determination. Day after day, Raman experimented with light, passing it through liquids and watching how it scattered, observing very tiny details that others might ignore. In the outside, the country was under foreign rule, but inside, a revolution was quietly unfolding. And then, on 28th February 1928, he noticed something extraordinary. When light passed through a substance, a tiny fraction of it changed. Its wavelength shifted, ever so slightly. That very tiny shift would later be known as the Raman Effect. In that subtle change of light lay the fingerprint of molecules. Light had begun to speak, and the world was about to listen. In 1930, the Nobel Committee made an announcement that echoed across continents. An Indian name, C.V. Raman. For the first time, an Indian scientist working entirely in India won the Nobel Prize in Physics. Imagine what that meant. A colonized nation proving its intellectual power in front of the world. It was not just a medal, it was a message. It was a message that India could think, India could discover, India could lead. And that very journey had begun from the very state that is West Bengal. Bengal had long nurtured brilliant minds like Jagdish Chandra Bose, like Satyendranath Bose, and many more. But Raman's Nobel Prize lit a new flame. It told every young student in India, you do not need perfect conditions to create extraordinary discoveries. But you need curiosity, you need courage, and you need conviction. Today, Raman spectroscopy is used in cancer detection, in forensic science, in space exploration. From a modest laboratory in Kolkata to cutting-edge global science, the journey of that scattered light continues. And somewhere in every laboratory across India, his spirit still whispers, ask why, look deeper, and trust your observation. The National Science Day is not just about remembering a discovery. It is about remembering a mindset, the courage of question, the strength to persist, the belief in our own potential. From the very cultural soil of Bengal rose a scientific sunrise. From a single beam of scattered light began India's Nobel journey. On behalf of Bongo Moncho Cultural Group, we offer our heartfelt tribute to Professor Dr. Chandrasekhar Venkata Raman, the man who proved that even under foreign rule, the Indian mind could shine brighter than any empire. May we carry forward that light. Yes, we may carry forward that light for always. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.